Yankees Nation. Take a deep breath, because the Bronx is about to heat up again. On one side, there's a possibility of a trade that would have been unthinkable just a few years ago. Fernando Tatis Jr., one of the most explosive talents in MLB, could land on the Yankees' radar at the exact moment the team's outfield faces total uncertainty, with Bellinger and Grisham hitting free agency. On the other, a rumor that shook the entire league, that Paul Skenes, maybe the best arm in baseball today, could want to wear the pinstripes and become the new ace of a rotation set to begin 2026 without Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon. Two bombs. Two stories that hit straight at the heart of every loyal Bronx fan. And together, they say a lot about where this team stands. So get in here, bleacher creatures. Drop that like to show the Yankees Nation never goes silent, even when the trade market turns upside down. Trade News 1. So let's get into it. Yankees Nation. The first story comes loaded with that mix of tension and expectation only someone who lives the Bronx can understand. The scenario starts with a problem no one in the organization can ignore. The Yankees outfield is in check. Cody Bellinger and Trent Grisham became free agents, leaving a huge gap in a position that's always been essential for any serious title run. It feels like the team is standing in a narrow hallway. Every step has to be deliberate. Bellinger did good things in the Bronx, and there's optimism he could return. But he's no guarantee, and more importantly, he's not the most impactful player on the market. This is the crossroads. A crossroads that defines ambition. The pressure is real. The team knows what's at stake, and the fan base feels like something big could happen. And what came next, nobody expected. Because then comes a fact that shakes the entire league. The possibility of Fernando Tatis Jr. becoming a trade target for the Yankees. Bob Nightingale dropped the bomb, and Christopher Klein went even further, describing Tatis as the kind of blockbuster move that changes a franchise's direction. He didn't have his best season, but we're talking about a five-tool superstar, a guy with raw talent, and a history of clutch October moments. Exactly the kind of energy that could reignite a lineup next to Aaron Judge. And the numbers don't lie. Even in a down year, his OPS topped Bellinger's. But with that comes a question that shakes the fan base. Is it worth paying more, facing controversy, and taking the risk to bring a star like this to the Bronx? The ripple effect is inevitable. The impact of this possibility hits the front office, the clubhouse, and of course, the fans. Because Tatis is massive, but he's also controversial. His 2022 suspension and his strong personality divide opinions. Yankees fans recognize talent, but they also understand the weight of wearing pinstripes, and not everyone can handle it. Still, seeing a player of this magnitude potentially available makes the entire Bronx imagine the consequences. Tatis would arrive with a long-term contract, stability, and star power for a team that needs to offset recent October struggles. The idea is almost too tempting to ignore. And in the end, this story exposes something bigger about the Yankees moment. The search isn't just about filling a spot. It's about rediscovering identity. This potential move echoes other turbulent eras in the Bronx, when the team felt forced to make bold moves to avoid falling behind. Tatis represents exactly that. High risk, massive reward, and a jolt of energy that could redefine the future. For the fan base, it's impossible not to feel the heart race with this possibility. Trade News 2. So let's keep going, Yankees Nation, because the second story hits right at the spine of the team, the rotation. The scenario starts heavy. 2026 will begin without Garrett Cole and without Carlos Rodon. Two massive absences. And it's exactly in that void that urgency takes shape. Max Fried steps in as the rotation's leader, but on his own, he can't carry the weight of an entire season with championship expectations. It's in this quiet pressure, this real need, that Paul Skenes' name starts circulating around the Bronx again. Not just any name. We're talking about the pitcher who, with very little MLB time, is already treated as the best arm in baseball. And then the temperature really rises when former teammates say Skenes want to play for the Yankees. For a fan base used to seeing stars dream of wearing pinstripes, that reignites something long dormant. And what came next nobody expected. Because the central fact explodes when sources close to him claim he doesn't believe the Pirates will win with him there and that he hopes to be traded. That changes everything. Even with General Manager Ben Cherington insisting they have no plans to move him, the MLB world knows that when a player of this magnitude shows a desire for change, the entire market shifts, and the package would be enormous. So big that the Yankees even considered names like Spencer Jones and George Lombard Jr. in potential deal. Skenes wouldn't just be the new ace. He'd be the piece that rebuilds a rotation. The question for the fan base is inevitable. How far is it worth going to land a generational talent? The effect echoes through the behind the scenes. On one side, the Pirates try and control the narrative, saying he's staying. On the other, the rumors pushing forward, fueled by absurd performance, 10-10, a 1.97 ERA, Rookie of the Year, likely Cy Young. The noise grows, and the Yankees Nation follows every new detail with that mix of stubborn hope and fear of disappointment. It's the kind of storyline we've seen before. A small market team hesitant to pay, a giant talent ready for the spotlight, and a franchise like the Yankees circling. The tension is unavoidable. And when we step back, this story reveals something deeper about the Bronx's moment. The Yankees aren't looking for just another arm. They're looking for a pillar, a player who can define an era, like so many who came here and made immediate impact. The possibility of Skenes wanting to be in the Bronx brings back that old feeling that great players see greatness in the Yankees, even when the team is going through turbulence. It's a powerful contrast, a weakened rotation against a chance to add the best pitcher in MLB. And all of this hits the heart of Yankees Nation, because this is exactly the kind of hope that keeps the flame alive, even in the toughest years. So let's close this script, Yankees Nation, the way this moment deserves. Both stories, the possibility of a blockbuster trade for Fernando Tatis Jr., and increasingly intense rumors involving Paul Skenes, reveal something bigger than simple market moves. They show a team facing decisions that could redefine its future. The outfield might change completely. The rotation might gain a new leader, and the Bronx feels in the air the energy of turning the page, of aggressive rebuilding, of genuine ambition. And at the same time, there's uncertainty, risk, turbulence, feelings that are part of being a fan of this team. Because being a Yankee means believing even when the path looks complicated, even when expectations weigh heavy, even when everything shifts from one moment to the next. Among giant names, long contracts, intense rumors, and statements shaking the league, one thing remains unchanged: the passion this uniform inspires. Yankees Nation stays strong, waiting for the next move, hoping the Bronx becomes once again that place that imposes respect and fear on any opponent. Because being a Yankee is believing, even when the Bronx seems ready to collapse. Drop your thoughts below, Yankees Nation, and hit that like to show this passion never fades.